Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining me today. With this past week being Valentine's Day, I just wanted to share with you all an extra step that you could take with your pets to make sure that that love stays true, and if they should ever get out for any reason, that they'll be returned back to you. So I'm going to share my screen here. All right, so true love is microchipping your pets. A little bit about me. My name is Allyson Clements, and I am a public relations manager. I work with primarily small businesses and nonprofit organizations to help them build a strong relationship and reputation with the public, the media, and build their system of potential supporters. So this could be anything from sharing social media posts to help with a fundraising campaign, or reaching out directly to the media to help them get coverage on a special event or a certain story that they have going on. So how many of you have had a pet escape your house, your yard, slip past you through the door for any reason or circumstance? It does happen, and it happens quite often. So today we're going to go over how pets are microchipped, how those chips work, and how you can get your pet chipped. So the microchip it starts with this little gun, and it's a little plastic gun that has a sterile needle tip on the end, and that is inserted under the first layer of skin, subdermal as they call it, and that chip is read through radio transmitted waves. So if a scanner is run over it at the vet's office or at a shelter, it'll bring up this identification number. And this identification number has all of your information tracked back to it. So once this ID number is put into the system that it's registered through, and any vet or shelter can access it, as well as some rescues. It'll bring up your information as well as the pet's information and how they can get in touch with you. And the actual microchips come in different sizes. Standard is about the size of a grain of rice for smaller animals, cats, rabbits, things like that. And then they can go up to larger sizes for dogs, horses. It just really depends on the size of the animal. The registration is fairly easy. So some vets will register them for you, and some rescues will as well. And then you just go in and you put in the pet's name, a photo of the pet, a little description, any details that you want in there, including what food to feed them if they're found. And then it has all of your primary contact information. So this will be your name, address, phone number, how they can reach you, all that good stuff. The number of pets that are returned from these microchips is pretty incredible. So in 2021, 11% of microchipped pets were returned to the owner. And I mean, that's just the microchipped pets. So if they're not microchipped, there's no way to know who the owner, is, or how to get them back to them. But it really impacts, the animal's life if they were to get out or anything were to happen, that they be returned back to you. And there are so many success stories that show just, and it can be anything from a couple of months to 16 years that these pets go without being found because they're homeless or they don't get scanned appropriately, different things like that. But if your pet gets taken to a shelter or a rescue organization, the first order of business is to scan that pet for a microchip. If they come into an organization, they need to be scanned to make sure that they don't belong to someone already. And then if they do belong to someone and you're contacted, you have 7 days after that intake to reclaim your pet. That is a standard stray hold. Some states can do 10 days, but that is a standard stray hold that they'll hold on to the animal after contacting and try to, reunite you with that pet. There are a lot of local resources, especially here in Mobile, Alabama, that you can reach out to either get your pet microchipped. So a lot of shelters will do it, a lot of rescue organizations, and all veterinary offices provide this service. So you can take your animal into any vet clinic, any, rescue organization and say, hey, can you help me get my pet microchipped? The cost is roughly about $30, and that includes lifetime registration, that you have access to go into their profiles and adjust any information that you should need to. I mean, just in Mobile, Alabama alone, we have at least 10 to 15 rescue organizations that provide microchipping resources, as well as 3 shelters and countless numbers of veterinary offices. It is a quick and easy process. It's a one-time registration, and it benefits your animal long term. So making sure that if anything were to happen to your animal, that they can be reunited with you in the long run, so that you never lose that pet that you love. And of course, if you have any questions or need extra resources or help in finding any information that you need, you can always reach out to Meows Mutts Animal Rescue. That's meowsandmutts.org or meowsandmuttsrescue@gmail.com. And I want to thank you guys for joining me today. I'm glad that you're interested in getting your pets microchipped and making sure that if anything were to happen, that your pet stays with you. All right.